expecting an improved England showing this season.
Yeah, most definitely, especially with these new experience. You know, you got experienced players, but you also got some young players who really want to make a mark. So I expect England to really get off to a good start in this tournament.
You don't want to put too much weight on the shoulders of Emily Scarrett, but she has been so crucial to both 15s and 7 success over the last couple of years. Great to see her back in first touch of the ball. Delay the pass to Aitchison and pressure comes on, but England dealing with it pretty well. And then on the outside, Lydia Thompson trying to use that pace we saw in the World Cup in 15s. She had some fantastic battles over the course of the World Cup campaign. Scarrett picks it off the ground, now tries to find Fisher, breaks out from the 22, delays the pass on the outside. Fleming comes back in and takes the tackle. Again, Fisher into support. The work rate of England's number 7 never in question. Claire Allen, the captain, delays the pass beautifully. Lovely little flick to try and get England over the halfway line. Scarrett, 2 outsider. Fisher to Fleming, flat pass to Fleming. Hamidova puts in the hit. New look Russian jersey as well for Dubai. Scarrett to act as scrum half. Pass was a quick one to Claire Allen, and she had to get it away to the outside to Aitchison. And now a chance for Meg Jones to have a run. Jones still going, needs to be stopped. Back to Aitchison, inside the 22, Holly Aitchison. Does she need the pass on the outside? She does, and a chance for the first try. Thompson touches down. Didn't need to use her pace on that occasion because it was a gift, but Lydia Thompson with just her 2nd try in her 7th career.
And Thompson gets her name on the scoreboard, but it all came from just hard work by England to keep the ball. Aitchison dazzling the Russian defence and then seeing the space out wide. England settled into the first half very well.
Decent start by James Bailey's side, and the conversion attempt goes to the left and wide, so England lead by 5 points to 0. Another look at the try on a plate really for Thompson. She won't get too many as easy as that.
Nah, and Thompson's come back from the 15s rugby world and is really starting to make a mark in the 7s, and I think she really wants to, get into this game and show her pace.
Scarrett to give chase here, just about onside, judged it beautifully, and her height getting her up to slap that ball back on the English side. Meg Jones fires one to the middle, Aitchison once more, and here's Fisher. That's Fleming on the outside. Here's Deborah Fleming, who's going to back her pace here. Fleming, tackle in the corner, attempt by Bystrova, and she does manage to wrap her up, but 5 metres short of the Russian try line, and then the Russians give away the penalty. Quick tap and go. Chance here for England for the 2nd try, bashing away over Claire Allen, the captain. It's been held up.
Wow, Vodkova did enough there just to hold Claire Allen up. Great strength and great defence by Russia. Claire Allen's a strong player, but just couldn't get the ball down there. Vodkova's knee just getting in there and using her strength to hold Allen up.
Crouch.
Really good defending by Daria Vodkova, but England still in the danger zone. Aitchison under pressure, swallowed up in the tackle there by Daria Lushina. There for Fisher. Now, Thompson already has one, trying to go on the outside, but again, I think the battle between herself and Drakova is going to be fascinating because there isn't much in it between them in terms of pace, and then Fisher trying to wrestle the ball back. England doing some good work at the breakdown, and a chance to run this one wide. Aitchison spinning, looping pass. Now Hamidova has to get across to Fleming. It's one-on-one. Hamidova against Fleming, and the Russian makes the tackle. Again, look at the counter-up. Brilliant work by the Russians to come away with that ball. Fantastic stuff. Good strength, and then back on her feet. Daria Vodkova, try-saving tackle last time out. Great counter-up by Hamidova. And then Vodkova comes away with it. Chance for Russia now to get that ball into the hands of some of their strike runners. Drakova staying wide out here, and then a knock on. And it's a gilt-edge opportunity for England. Thompson dragged to the ground by Mikhaltseva, the Russian captain. There for Fisher. And Thompson doesn't release on the ground. Russian penalty.
Yeah, it almost shows the inexperience there by England. Russia looking good when they've got the ball, just unfortunately unable to hold it. But Lydia goes in and just doesn't release it. Russia really quick there to the ball, to the breakdown area in particular.
So just over 2 to go in the first half. England with 1 try on the board and 5 points to 0 they lead. Russians have been defending for the majority of the opening 5 minutes. Can they get something going here? Chance for Perestiak to go through the tackle. Offload to Hamidova. Pass on the outside. Should have found the target, but didn't. And Russia pay for it with a forward pass. And it's unforced errors at the moment. Hamidova guilty on that occasion.
Yeah, Russia's defence is looking good, but their attack is just letting them down. They're forcing it. Just not being tactical and clinical with that. The offloads in particular, but England's defence as well is working very hard, which is forcing those errors.
Crouch.
We'll have a scrum here.
Bind. Set.
Pass off the base from Edgerson was good. Again, chance to carry it up the middle from Claire Allen, and Allen still going. Nice little half break there, but Russia commit to the breakdown and come away with the ball. Fleming trying to protect that outside shoulder. Hamidova to act as scrum half, and 4 players standing wide for Russia. Hamidova tries the dummy. Nobody really bought that one. Takes more than that to beat Emily Scarrett. Across they go for Russia. This is Lushina. Pass on the outside to Mikhaltseva. Now Drakova. We know how much pace she has. Drakova stretches the legs. That's how dangerous the Russian is. Cannot give her any time or space on that ball, because she will punish you. And Elena Drakova strikes back for Russia to level up this game.
Drakova always knew she was going to get on the scoreboard. It's just when. Just has pace, talent, but she shows her pace just getting outside England's back line. But it all came from really the turnover from Bystrova, and then Russia just being able to work the edges, getting out to Drakova, out on the wing there. And Lydia Thompson, unfortunately, just doesn't have the pace to catch her.
And Lydia Thompson is no slouch, I can tell you, but on that occasion she was well and truly burned by the Russian number 10. Conversion attempt is good, as you would expect, underneath the post, and just about time for the restart. But Russia, with very little possession, you have to say, Maggie, have gotten their noses in front here.
Yeah, Russia have done well, considering they have very little possession to play with. They've managed to capitalise on it quite well.
Scarrett underneath it. She's had a quiet first half. She was tackled in the air, though. That could be a yellow. The referee Nievas is reaching for a pocket, and it's a sin bin for Hamidova. Tackled in the air. Scarrett went up to claim that, and again, another bit of a headless chicken challenge about that one. Hamidova ran straight in to make the tackle in the air.
Yeah, right call to go off for a yellow there. Can't interfere with play in the air unless you're also going for it.
Right call by the referee, Fleming, to get us back underway. Aitchison, half-time hooter has sounded, so next time the ball goes dead will be the half-time whistle. Meg Jones trying to create some space on the outside. Aitchison has 2 to aim for. Allen with the pass, and now Thompson trying to go around Drakova. She does so! What a battle that is on the wings. Lydia Thompson with her second try. She got the better of Drakova. It's tit for tat with these two. 10 points to 7, 2 tries on the board. First you get that ball to the wing, very, very dangerous. But they need to get more possession than they had in that first half, and they still have a player in the sin bin, Hamidova, so they'll have to play with 6 for the next couple of minutes or so. Again, the pass nowhere near the target, and it's the gilt-edged opportunity now for England.
I think for England, the key here now is, again, be patient. So wait for almost Russia to make those errors like we saw there, and then when the ball comes to them, then they can use it. But for Russia, they've just got to be clinical again. In the first half, they weren't accurate enough.
So can England take advantage of the extra player? Ball off the top. Aitchison trying to find Meg Jones. That one's well over her head. Nice little bounce to sit up though, and Claire Allen has one on the outside now. Again, that battle that we saw. Thompson decides against going around Drakova. Aitchison. Jones out to Scarrett. Emily Scarrett trying to find a little gap on her own. Scarrett thought about the pass. Fleming, it set up nicely for her, and it went forward from a Russian hand. Advantage being played. Ball comes back and it's loose. Meg Jones picks it up. Aitchison has 2 outside her. Aitchison tries to go on her own. Delay the pass to Heather Fisher. Fisher for the line. She's over. Try given. Heather Fisher stretches England out even further. 25th try in her 7th career, and what a time to strike.
Oh, all came from just working the edges there. Scarrett back to self, commit to the Russian players, looks to try to make the offload. But England just keep the ball alive. I think that's what's their advantage. They keep the ball alive and wait to get their big runners like Heather Fisher into the game. And no one's going to stop her from that far out from the try line.
So conversion attempt no good for England. 15 points to 7. Russia by no means out of it, and they're back to 7 with Hamidova back on the pitch. And I see Amy Wilson-Hardy has come in as fresh legs for England as well.
Yeah, Amy Wilson-Hardy, very similar to almost Heather Fisher, just a strong, hard runner. England just need to be more direct. If they can keep doing that, they'll get more scores on the scoreboard.
Aitchison goes to the right. Again, the chase from Scarrett. Russia trying to build a few phases together. As much for confidence as anything else. Now, Hamidova, can she make up for her sin binning? It cost her team heavily. They scored 2 tries, England, with Hamidova in the bin. She's dropped the ball. She's not having a good day at all, the Russian number 5. And we'll go back for the knock-on. But really, things going from bad to worse now for the Russians. And for Hamidova, as our old friend, Baranovsky, well, if he was on the pitch right now, you can be sure they'd be getting a gutful from the old coach.
Yeah, he knows how to show his passion. But also behind him there, Simon Amor, managing, obviously overseeing the men's and the women's 7s setup.
I think that's the first time I've seen Pavel Baranovsky smile in my entire life.
When the camera's on, you've got to smile.
You've got to smile. So Aitchison to feed the scrum. Pressure. Amy Wilson-Hardy, first touch for her. She sets off across the pitch, then tries to create an overlap on the right-hand side. Wilson-Hardy against Rakova. Trying to go through the tackle. England on the halfway line. Russia again competing at the breakdown, slowing that England ball and doing a good job of it as well. Fisher can't quite hold it. It might sit up nicely. Almost did for Seradina. But England come away with it, and then it's dropped the penalty. Russia infringing at the breakdown. Fisher taps and goes, looking for support. 2 outside. Fleming calling for it, but doesn't get the pass and carried in to contact by Matthews. Still there for Aitchison. Again, Fisher looking for options. Dangerous looking ball to Emily Scott, who did well. Aitchison takes it off her. Back to Fisher. Wilson-Hardy juggles it and then holds on. Good strength, beats the first tackle and the second. Should be there for Scott to use. Emily Scott is one on the outside. Now Scarrett might fancy a go herself here. Runs into the tackle though. Just under 3 minutes to play. Wilson-Hardy recycles the ball. Fisher. Aitchison is 2 outsider. Matthews calling for it, but the pass won't find the target, and it's given Russia a line out and possession back.
Yeah, England will be very frustrated with that. They're starting to get a little bit sloppy on their passing. Aitchison just not finding the right player, looking for Matthews, but misses it there.
Interesting headgear in the crowd. Bit hot for hats, isn't it? Great to see everyone having a good time on the opening day of the season opener. Fresh slate for everybody. Bit of attention there to Cristina Sardina. Looks like she just took a bit of a knock on the arm. The Russians don't have a huge amount of time. They need 2 scores, don't forget. The gap, 8 points, and good to see Sardina back on her feet. Hamidova is going to be the target in the line-out. She gets up highest, nice ball off the top as well to try and work something. Podestiek straight up the middle and into 2 England defenders, and what a hit that was. Turnover ball, Alex Matthews with the pass to Wilson-Hardy. What a hit that was, stopping the Russians in their tracks. And there for Fisher. Heather Fisher, 1 try already for her name. Thought about the offload. Again, the Russian hit goes in, forces the knock on. Another mistake, and it'll be a Russian put in.
Almost errors both sides of the team, but you just don't run into the England defence like that. Emily Scarrett, big hit there. Forced the knock on.
Eleven and 7 white. 11 and 7.
Chantal Meal coming in And so too Katie Mason for England, just to try and see this one out. It's all about maintaining composure. Don't give the Russians any easy outs from inside the 22 with 90 seconds left to play. They need 2 tries or 2 scores.
Set.
Awkward looking scrum. Fairness to the Russians and to Lashina, she did well enough. Trying to dig this one out. Noratsina, the whistles go, quick penalty. The Russians have to tap. Not much time remaining. Noratsina. England just lining up on a wall of white jerseys. Equally good tackle on Terestiak. Hits the ground. Counter ruck attempt from the English. Should be there for Seredina. And is at scrum half. Little step to the left-hand side. Bubkova to Drakova. Keeping that ball alive. Seredina back to Bubkova. Just being marshalled by Wilson Hardy, and then Scarrett goes low to make the tackle. 45 seconds. Time running out for the Russians. Drakova needs this one. No room whatsoever in that English defence. Another tackle goes in. It's been a good shift by the English. Drakova, and she's trying to find a gap. We know how much pace she has, and off she goes. Drakova. No way that Katie Mason will get to her. Try in the corner, and looks like a bit of an injury as well. Drakova slow to get back on her feet, but she doesn't have much time. They need to take this conversion quickly.
Yeah, brilliant try there by Drakova. Just spots the gaps, runs outside Amy Wilson-Hardy. And England just can't do enough to get that tackle there by Mason, but great work there by Drakova.
Well, they've turned down the conversion, so there will be time for one last restart. And again, England are asleep at the wheel here, and the Russians take it quickly. This one winds it up. Dramatic finish. They have possession. Can they steal victory? Referee says play on. England guilty of turning their backs on the Russians when they had come to collide the conversion. The penalty goes to Russia. They're not dead yet. Terestiak, quick tap and go. 2 on the outside. Can they get this out to Bubkova? Drakova calling for a little dummy in the middle, and a chance for Seredina. She's dragged down short. Daria Bubkova tries the handoff, and Scarrett needs a bit of support, the Russian. England, they thought they had this one run. Terestiak, any gaps in the defence now? Trying to keep it alive. Looping ball on the outside, and they might beat in the corner here. It's an opportunity. Mikhaltseva for Russia. She's got to score. Mikhaltseva for Russia has pinched it at the death. Incredible finish, and England, they can't believe it. Andre Kuzin celebrates. What a dramatic finish, Maggie Alfonsi.
Absolutely sensational. Who would have thought it? Mikhaltseva comes back to win the game for Russia.
Incredible stuff, really. England turning the back, and that's where it all started from.
Yeah, you can't switch off against Russia. You have to stay switched on, and Russia just very smart about not playing their conversion, just taking a quick tap, and then England weren't on in defence, and as they should be celebrating that try.
Andre Kuzin, I can tell you, Baranovsky in the crowd